Hey guys, Evers here,
And Mitch.
and we're ready to take you guys deep in the land, down under, out here on this beautiful afternoon. Welcome to another video where the abundance. Today's video, intuitive eating, connection with food. When I started to wake up on my ascension and become more conscious, obviously, about the food I was eating, I started to become more aware that food itself is information. We as human beings are information processing machines. Alright, so no different to the food that we're absorbing for our energy, it has information. So what we wanted to quickly talk to you guys about is our connection with food, and not pretty much just hammering that food in daily. What do you reckon, Mish?
Yeah, so food does have its own information, and that information, it starts to become part of us. So whatever we're eating on a regular basis becomes our very cells and our very body. So have a think about, what are you consuming on a regular basis? Are you happy to share that energy that the food is vibrating at as well? So with food, do you ever stop to think, or to ever close your eyes and stop thinking and actually feel, what does it taste like? What is the texture? What does it feel like after you've eaten it, and as it's digesting? So all these different senses that we can start to identify our connection to food.
Well, simply, you are what you eat. So if you're not conscious about the food that you're putting in, obviously, to this body, and you're not aware of the information that is obviously stored in these particular foods, you simply are what you eat. So if you're eating crap food, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel crap, okay? It's as simple as that. These foods, these processed foods in particular, these aren't even classified and should not be classified as food. Real food, as we've mentioned in previous videos, remember to be sure to watch our video on live food, is food that vibrates on the higher frequencies. This is going to help you with your behaviors, your habits, and even those choices that you make in life. We've got to start connecting with food again. We've got to connect with the food that starts from the land up. What do you reckon, Mish?
Beautiful. So the way that I grew up with my grandma, and she had property and beautiful gardens full of veggies and all the fresh produce that was available in each season. And there was this real relationship with the land and with the food that we were consuming, because we were involved. We were involved with, from the time it was a very little seed put into the ground, and then, from the time that it grows and you harvest it to consume it. So, and then to cook it in the, prepare a meal from scratch. So there was a real connection and a relationship, but not only that, it was a story. So the food actually had a story, and that was so rich in not just nutrients to feed our cellular, requirements and all the chemistry that goes on in the body, and of course our hunger levels, but also to feed our spiritual body. So this is what we're talking about with intuitive eating. It's being conscious that we aren't just this physical body that we can see, feel, touch, and experience different states of being in. So this is so much richer when you actually can have that real connection and relationship with the food. So start to grow things for yourself. Start to experience the creativity and the beautiful life that you can experience when things start to grow.
Beautiful. So as you can see, guys, obviously we're talking about this connection with food. We're talking about connecting, obviously, the food with our light body. Okay, so when we talk about the light body, we talk about that spiritual body down at below that subatomic level. If you think we're made up of trillions of cells, each of these cells are like mini brains stored with information. These cells are lights. So if some of these foods are creating cells, and don't forget, as we've mentioned in previous videos, these particular cells stored in your subconscious mind, being that of your body by the time you pretty much hit 30 years old, instead of reacting and acting to a particular food that is external to you, start taking control and coming from a higher part of your mind of some of these foods that you're addicted to, because these simply are addictive chemicals that obviously these cells are sending signals to your brain to go and get you into the situation of eating some of these foods just for that chemical fix.
So a nice little saying that comes to mind is, do you live to eat, or do you eat to live?
I love it. Great, guys. Just remember, please subscribe down on our YouTube channel. You can also please like or comment and share the video today. You can get us on Instagram or down on Facebook. Other than that, we out.